Patriots fans, welcome back. Today we are diving deep into everything happening with New England. And if you think this season is just another run-of-the-mill campaign, think again. The Patriots have quietly been turning heads, and it all starts with a defense that has been nothing short of extraordinary. Even with injuries hitting the roster, especially with Antonio Gibson going down, this defense has stepped up in ways that are unprecedented in franchise history. For the first time ever, the Patriots have managed to prevent any running back from rushing for more than 50 yards through the first 5 games of the season. That alone speaks volumes about the discipline, effort, and preparation this unit brings week in and week out. Head coach Mike Vrabel has built a defensive front that is cohesive, aggressive, and intelligent, with players reading plays perfectly and reacting instantly. Milton Williams and Christian Barmore have been dominant in the middle, controlling gaps and ensuring no one gets past them. But it's not just them. The linebackers and edge rushers have also stepped up in huge ways, shutting down top-tier runners like James Cook and forcing opposing offenses to adjust their game plans entirely. With Christian Gonzalez returning to the lineup, pass defense has become even more formidable, turning the secondary into a brick wall that opposing quarterbacks now have to navigate with extreme caution. On Sunday night, Josh Allen discovered this firsthand, running into a defense that was prepared, fast, and nearly impossible to penetrate. And while 5 games are only a small slice of the season, it is enough to highlight how far the Patriots have already exceeded expectations. Originally predicted to land in the bottom 10 of the league, they have instead shown resilience, discipline, and flashes of brilliance that suggest a much brighter future ahead. Of course, being a young team, there are still growing pains and areas for improvement, but the overall trajectory is positive, and the culture Mike Vrabel is instilling is starting to take hold. Offensively, the landscape has shifted considerably with Antonio Gibson's torn ACL, leaving a significant hole in the backfield. The Patriots roster typically carries just 3 running backs, which means depth is immediately a concern. Ramondre Stevenson continues to battle fumbling issues, though he is being given time to work through them and build confidence, while Trayvon Henderson, the second-round rookie, is eagerly waiting for his chance to take on a larger role. The coaching staff is wisely easing Henderson into the fold, knowing that rushing a young player into action too soon can sometimes backfire. However, to maintain stability in the backfield, the Patriots recently added Joshua Corbin to the practice squad. At 5'11" and 250 pounds, Corbin brings experience from both the Panthers and Falcons and spent time excelling in the San Antonio Brahmas of the UFFL, where he led the league with 514 rushing yards on 97 carries, also throwing 4 touchdowns for good measure. Being a Florida State alum only adds to his appeal, and at 25 years old, he provides necessary depth as the team navigates injuries and workload management. This addition allows Terrell Jennings to be promoted from the practice squad and likely take on the role of the 3rd running back against the New Orleans Saints. While it's not the same as having Antonio Gibson on the field, it at least ensures that the Patriots will have enough bodies to handle the workload and continue to execute their game plan. Henderson, for his part, is now in line for significantly more playing time, and fans who have been clamoring for a glimpse of his potential will finally see it. Whether he can fully deliver on the promise he showed during the draft remains to be seen, but the foundation is there, and the excitement is palpable. Turning to the teams standing in the power rankings, there's been plenty of debate. ESPN places the Patriots just outside the top 20 at 21st, while CBS has been more generous, ranking them 13th overall. This discrepancy sparks discussion about whether a team that has only played 5 games can be rated so highly. Other publications are split across a range of positions. The NFL at 18th, The Athletic at 17th, Bleacher Report at 19th, Yahoo Sports at 16th, and USA Today at 15th. These rankings suggest a general consensus that the Patriots have improved dramatically, yet opinions differ on exactly how high they should be placed. While some teams like Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Baltimore, and Kansas City have experienced slides, the early season performance of New England does not necessarily justify placing them too far ahead of established contenders. At the same time, the climb they have made is impossible to ignore, and credit must be given to Mike Vrabel and the young players, especially Drake May, who have made tangible improvements in a short period of time. Looking ahead to the schedule, there is a tantalizing opportunity for a winning streak. The Patriots have already defeated the Panthers and the Bills, and now face the Saints, Titans, Browns, and Falcons. These are winnable matchups, and if New England continues to execute at a high level, a 6-game winning streak is a real possibility. However, the matchup against the Saints represents a unique challenge. New Orleans is notoriously tough to play against at home, with a raucous crowd that can completely alter the dynamics of the game. Spencer Rattler has emerged as a competent starter for the Saints, and the team has shown flashes of efficiency and balance. Even with veteran players like Camarave Hill, Jawan Johnson, and Brandon Cooks, the Saints have multiple weapons capable of impacting the game. The Patriots will need to stay disciplined, avoid any lapses in focus, and execute both offensively and defensively to come away with a win in what could be a trap game disguised as an easy victory. The offensive strategy will hinge on connecting May with his top receivers, establishing the run game despite injuries, and maintaining composure against a defense that is already familiar with their tendencies. Meanwhile, the defense must continue to suppress the run, pressure the quarterback, and create turnovers whenever possible. A single misstep could be costly for a team still developing its identity and adjusting to a season filled with challenges. The early part of this season has shown that New England is capable of exceeding expectations, but the path forward is filled with both promise and potential pitfalls, making every play, every adjustment, and every decision critical. The balance between cautious optimism and relentless execution will define the Patriots' journey over the coming weeks as they aim to solidify their position as a top contender while continuing to build the culture that Mike Vrabel envisions for this team. As the season progresses, the spotlight on the Patriots' offense becomes increasingly important. With Antonio Gibson out, the burden on Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson has intensified, and the coaching staff has had to be strategic in distributing carries and creating opportunities for the running game to remain effective. Stevenson, despite his fumbling struggles, has shown flashes of explosiveness and the ability to break through tackles, making him a dangerous threat when he can maintain ball security. Henderson, still a rookie, has a steep learning curve ahead, but his athleticism, vision, and natural instinct suggest that he could develop into a cornerstone of this backfield if given the right guidance and experience. The addition of Joshua Corbin to the practice squad, while subtle, provides insurance and depth, ensuring that the Patriots can rotate players effectively and keep the backfield fresh. The focus now is not just on individual performance, but on how the backfield as a whole can support the passing game, maintain balance, and prevent defenses from keying in on one player exclusively. Quarterback Drake May's development remains a central narrative. After a promising start, the pressure intensifies each week as teams begin to analyze tendencies and exploit weaknesses. May's connection with his receiving core, particularly his deep threats and possession receivers, will determine how versatile and unpredictable this offense can be. The Patriots' offensive line, while not without flaws, has been holding its own, providing May enough time to make reads and deliver accurate passes. Chemistry is developing, and in a league where timing and precision are everything, every practice, every snap, and every game situation contributes to building the trust and rhythm required for sustained success. The challenge lies in facing defenses like the Saints, who can disrupt timing, apply pressure, and force turnovers, meaning that every decision, every throw, and every adjustment must be made with awareness and discipline. On the defensive side, the Patriots continue to excel in stopping the run, which has fundamentally altered how opponents approach games against them. Teams that once relied heavily on their rushing attack are now forced to become one-dimensional, leaning on the passing game to move the chains. This puts immense pressure on quarterbacks, requiring pinpoint accuracy and quick decision-making to avoid sacks, interceptions, or stalled drives. The front seven has been a relentless force, combining size, speed, and technique to control the line of scrimmage, while the secondary, led by Christian Gonzalez, has been opportunistic, reading routes, anticipating throws, and making critical plays at decisive moments. Every game highlights the growing cohesion and intelligence of this unit, suggesting that the Patriots are not only performing well in the moment, but are also laying a foundation for long-term defensive success. Special teams have also contributed in subtle, yet important ways. Field position, kick coverage, and returns have often set the tone for momentum, and the Patriots' consistency in these areas ensures that the defense and offense are not placed in precarious positions. It is a reminder that winning in the NFL is never about one aspect of the game alone. It is a culmination of preparation, execution, and adaptability across all phases. Looking ahead, the upcoming games against New Orleans, Tennessee, Cleveland, and Atlanta will test the team's resilience and depth. Each opponent brings unique challenges, from high-powered offenses to stout defenses and unpredictable special teams. Success in these matchups will depend on the Patriots' ability to adapt mid-game, execute under pressure, and maintain composure in hostile environments. New Orleans, in particular, represents a critical measuring stick. The Saints are formidable at home, and the atmosphere, coupled with the emerging talent of their quarterback and the experience of their offensive weapons, could make this encounter a trap game if the Patriots are overconfident. Discipline, attention to detail, and an unwavering commitment to the fundamentals will be key. Moreover, the mental aspect of the game cannot be understated. Confidence, focus, and resilience are as important as physical skill, particularly for a young roster navigating injuries and high expectations. The Patriots' leadership, from coaching staff to veteran players, has to ensure that every player is prepared for the challenges ahead, mentally and physically. Momentum is fragile. In a season where every win counts toward positioning and playoff implications, maintaining the right mindset will be crucial. In terms of rankings and public perception, the Patriots continue to attract attention for their unexpected rise. Critics and analysts debate whether the team belongs in the upper tier of the league or whether early season success might be misleading. Regardless of rankings, what matters on the field is execution. Beating strong opponents like the Bills and Panthers has proven that New England can compete at a high level, but sustaining this performance week after week will be the true test. Adjustments, both tactical and personnel-based, will play a large role in determining whether this team can maintain its upward trajectory. Player development remains at the forefront. Young talents like Trayvon Henderson and Drake may are not only contributing now, but are also shaping the future identity of the team. Learning to perform under pressure, make smart decisions, and adapt to the evolving game of football will define their careers. Meanwhile, veterans must lead by example, showing how preparation, study, and execution translate into consistent results. The dynamic between youthful energy and seasoned experience is critical, and the Patriots are navigating it with care. Every game provides a learning opportunity, not just a chance for a win. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Shockwaves are rippling through Foxborough as whispers emerge that Christian BARMORE, the talented defensive lineman of the New England Patriots, has reportedly requested a trade, sending the fan base into a state of disbelief. Sources close to the situation suggest that the 2025 season could mark a dramatic turning point for both BARMORE and the Patriots organization. While the official front office has remained tight-lipped, insiders claim the young star is seeking a fresh start elsewhere, leaving speculation rampant about potential destinations and the underlying reasons for his sudden decision. BARMORE, who has been a cornerstone of the Patriots' defensive line since being drafted, has demonstrated flashes of brilliance on the field, combining explosive power with a keen sense for disrupting opposing offenses. His presence has often been pivotal in crucial matchups, and the notion of him leaving New England has naturally sparked intense chatter among fans and analysts alike. Some speculate that internal disagreements over contract negotiations or the team's strategic direction may have played a role, while others wonder if personal ambitions are driving his desire for a new challenge. The Patriots' locker room is reportedly tense as teammates process the news, with many expressing surprise and concern over what a potential departure could mean for the team's defensive stability. Social media has exploded with reactions ranging from shock to disappointment as loyal supporters attempt to reconcile the idea of a future without one of their most promising stars. Rumors are now swirling about which franchises could be in the running to acquire BARMORE, with some suggesting contenders looking to bolster their defensive line may enter aggressive trade discussions once the league officially acknowledges his request. While nothing has been confirmed, the mere possibility of Christian BARMORE leaving the Patriots has ignited a firestorm of speculation. Analysts are already debating the potential ripple effects across the AFC, and fans are bracing themselves for a summer of uncertainty. Could this be the start of a new chapter for BARMORE, or a high-stakes negotiation tactic from a player determined to reshape his destiny? One thing is clear. The Patriots faithful have been thrown into a whirlwind of questions, and the next few weeks promise to be some of the most talked about in recent franchise history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.